Hello, I'm Tom Bengtson. I'm the publisher of BankBeat magazine, and I'm with Sam Wilmes. Sam is the managing editor of our banknews.com website. We're glad you're with us. Just going to go over some of the more recent stories happening in the community banking world. Sam's been covering a lot of different things in the last week or so, so this video gives us an opportunity to talk about some of those things. I know, Sam, you recently wrote a story about earnings at community banks, and I think it kind of proves the point that personal service goes a long way.
Correct. Yeah, I know I wrote a story this past week on AI. More people are turning to AI as inflation continues to be above normal, but there are banks in the Midwest that are proving that as long as you have that personalized service, you can make it work and your ROA will be high. Case in point, State Central Bank in Keokuk, Iowa. They have a 4.5% industry leading ROA by drilling down on that customer service, the localized service, working with customers, ensuring that transactions are closed and are successful.
So your point being that while people are increasingly turning to AI and they can get some information through the AI channels, the banks that continue to deliver the personal service, deliver information on a face-to-face or in a personal way, they're still benefiting from that, and they're seeing that in terms of their return on investment.
Correct. There will always be a need for that personalized service, the empathy that community bankers show.
Okay. Hey, and we had a pretty big merger this past week. PNC bought a bank in Colorado. You were following that. What do we know?
Well, PNC this past week, they expanded into Colorado, acquiring First Bank for $4.1 billion. Their president is saying that they have effectively bought Colorado by doing this. It was a major transaction, one of the largest, if not the largest of the year. Goes to show it's been, so far this year, the pace of M&A has been at its highest in at least 5 years, at its highest point for at least 5 years. And that continues to be the trend. And next year it's expected to continue due to easing regulatory standards and interest rates that are expected to continue to fall.
Right, and so of course the idea being the regulatory environment is going to sort of develop in a way that might make mergers a little easier than they have been in the past. So kind of expecting numbers to kind of get back to maybe the pre-pandemic numbers. I mean, we used to regularly see 100, 150 acquisitions per year. Lately that's been way down, but of course we've got about 4,000 banks, so if you have 100 deals, that can be the loss of 50 banks, and that's effective a little over 1% of the industry. So that's real consolidation. It's certainly noticeable, and something that, of course, at BankBeat we are following very closely. People have been projecting for a long time when the number of banks will level off. Don't know when that'll happen, but it's been very interesting to try to watch that along the way.
You bet.
One thing, too, that I think we'll close on is I noticed that U.S. Bank made an announcement about some new services they are offering. And I've often said that small business sector represents a real opportunity for a lot of banks. And I think U.S. Bank is really trying to capitalize on that. They've launched a payroll service, and then they also have a bunch of other services they're offering specifically to small and medium-sized businesses, which you can access through their online banking platform.
Correct. Yeah, they launched that a week or two ago, I know, and that is going to help them as they continue to pursue more of the small business market.
Right. And I've often thought that payroll is a natural. We've got a small business here, of course, and you know, as a publisher, I've got to do all kinds of businessy things in addition to the journalism work that I love doing. But the payroll is never fun. I mean, happy to pay people, but doing the paperwork that goes with it, the taxes that goes with it, that's always a drag. So I think if a bank can help a small business owner with that responsibility, I think it can go a long way towards easing the work of the small business owner and also facilitating the relationship between the bank and the small business owner. So anyway, well, we're going to wrap it up here. Sam, thanks for being with me. We will be back before too long with more updates from the community banking industry. Thank you.